Australia, New Zealand, America, Europe, Canada. These are the nations that Andrew McGregor told me are going to be put under martial law in 2015, 2016. That's what he told me in 2001. At the time in 2001, I think it was before September, so the attacks on the trade towers hadn't even happened. And I was like, martial law in the developed world? I don't think so. You know, it's a shame you say such outlandish things because everything else you say is really interesting. Then came the Boston Marathon bomb bullshit in 2013. And after these two events, you know, they often have two events. They just had a drill in Christchurch on the same day. Of course they did. Of course they always have a drill. They want those of us who are awake to war with those of us who are asleep, and I refuse to. Because I know people have their reasons. But I hope when it comes down to it one day and people are asking you to step on a train or go to a holding centre, that you have the option to say no thanks. I've got my passport, I'm headed to the airport, or I'm in my car and I'm going over the border. One way or the other, and getting out of there, because they are planning for something. It's past 2016, it's 2019, but maybe they put these plans off for a decade. Because there are a lot of people waking up. I'm sorry to say it, but Facebook has done wonders to wake up people on the vaccine issue. I've been investigating vaccines for 30 years. 25 years, sorry. And in the past 5, I've seen explosive amounts of parents waking up, sadly because of their own child being damaged. So anyway, getting back to the shooting. Watch it. Go and watch it. Watch the footage and watch your own emotions. It's just so stupid. But I can't help but think they put it there because they're dividing us. They're dividing us between those of us who have time to research and those of us who don't. Those of us who have a job to hold down and are on a $2 million a year pay packet for spruiking shit for the government, and those of us who don't. They're dividing the people up because then once they've got, you know, the people with integrity sorted out who they are, then you can round them up easier and kill them off, because all the other people have already proven their personality characteristics make them perfect sheep. You can put those people onto trains and send them into a work centre and allow the 10% that survive to run your machines for the next 50 years. And you can kill 90% of us, because those 90% of people are just like, I'll do what Carol's doing, I'll do what Susan's doing, I'll do what Mike's doing. And they'll just follow each other to their deaths like lemmings. But anyway, it's always darkest before the dawn. You need to make a statement on record again, so that there is 25 years after you first, or 20 years after you first said it, there's another time you're saying it. And hopefully this new generation of people that might pick up on things, they'll get it. And then they'll be able to look back and say, you know, she said that 20 years ago, how amazing. I wonder if it could be true. And then they'll look into that event as well, and they'll start to, once you see one of these, you can see the hallmarks. They actually leave deliberate hallmarks. Go on 153news.net, look up New Zealand shooting. There's many good videos there. Maybe not many, maybe there's about 30. That's how small the community of truth speakers are. And when you look at their video, you don't have to agree with all of them either. Just look at them to have something other than the 30 hours of narrative you've already been exposed to by the mainstream media. Because when I sit in front of that, I start feeling so sorry for all the victims and all the people who are victims of the victims who might not even be victims. There's no continuity. They've shot it in several parts. There's also some footage now that's been released from the second scene, the Linwood Mosque or whatever. That is some people doing a rehearsal with some real blood, real moulage blood on the carpet and other places, because you can see they're sitting up, they're laying down, they're changing position, but several of them smiling or nearly smiling. And when you listen to that footage, when you watch that footage, again, it's on 153.news.net. So, I'm just going to go with who is still allowing the original video to be up, who still has the balls to make videos and put them up, and who's leaving those videos up. And yeah, I like it there so far because that's the only place I can get any friggin' information on this event. YouTube is completely spastified and a total waste of time. Completely fucking overseen now. Hey, shh. Perla. Anyway, I'm gonna finish it there. Buenas. This is a really nice place. I might come here more often and spruik what the fuck is wrong with me.